Guys, it's Mark from POND.com, your trusted resource in the UK for ponds and water features, and super excited today because I'm going to go and see Tom Harper from Natural Waterscapes, and we're going to go and see his pond and pet store. Let's go and see if we can find Tom now. How you doing? You right, Tom?
All good.
So let's introduce your display feature to the viewers. Do you want to just talk us through what's going on? So I can't remember the last time I was here, but how long has this been in? About a year?
We're pushing on 2 years now. So this was done, October 2019. So it used to be a pond, a pond and a small waterfall. Absolute nightmare to keep clean. Obviously it was so shallow because there's pipe work that goes under here. We struggled to know what to do with it, so obviously we changed it over to a pondless. So basically it all runs independently, so we can control everything. So if we just want the urns and spheres on, we can have those on. The bowl at the back is on its own switch. It also runs off its own sump as well. So basically when we did this, we wanted to build it to show what you could do in a small space. It's only 6 by 4, I think this space is. But we wanted to include different elements again. So you could have the bowl on its own, you could have a pondless waterfall, you could have the spheres, you could have that.
So you were saying you're not necessarily trying to aim to sell the whole thing?
No,
you're just trying to sell...
we have done once. So literally somebody said, I want that in my garden.
Nice.
Absolutely fine, brilliant. Had a very similar space, very similar slope, so we could literally pick it up and put it there. But again, it's designed more to sell pieces of it. The whole thing still confuses people, which is brilliant, which is always the goal. So they can, we get a lot of complaints about the waste of water.
Yes.
Obviously not realising there's a reservoir under there and the whole thing is self-sufficient, just because it's self-proof.
So they're like, aren't you conscious about the water?
Yeah. But again, that's always brilliant to hear.
Yeah.
It means we've done the trick, we've done the magic trick.
Yeah, and it looks really natural. Yeah. And just listen to the sound of this water feature here. It's very naturalistic. We were saying about the plants. It's for 2 years you would think that it's been here for a long time. Again,
that was the key, getting specimen plants, mature shrubs and trees. Again, the Pinus mugo over there is just a classic. That was actually a Facebook find as well. So nice. It was a huge amount of effort, but it looks great. We're probably going to change it. Give it another 6 months, keep it fresh, and put something else in.
And also it gives you a bit more creative, when people are coming in, they see this and then they see something new. Even just taking it out and putting it back in, it's still, I think it's a brand new feature, but you're still using the same features.
Just keeps it fresh. And it looks pretty much good all year round. Again, the Acer in another few months, few weeks, we'll go absolute bright red.
Yeah, starting to turn now, isn't it?
Starting to turn.
Yeah.
Oh. It's depressing.
Yes. When I see the common darters flying around the ponds, I'm like, that's the last dragonfly of the year.
That's the sign. But yeah, it works.
So I love the way that it's very natural. You've got the logs, on top of the stone there, and it looks like a piece of nature.
Again, I mean, it's finding the right pieces of stone. We always say that if you find the right piece of stone, it's easy to do. That piece there is actually 2 pieces which we did fix together. And again, when I saw that piece, it naturally just wants water flowing around it. Yeah. So again, they are cemented together, those 2 pieces.
And that's an adamant to the artistry that you can see that. You can see the 2 stones and go, I'm going to make one big stone. And from a logistics point of view, that's that creative flair. And I can't tell that it's and I've been doing it a long time, like the same as you. So you say you've sold a complete feature, you've sold individual components. Yep. So what do people say when they first come round the corner? Obviously if you're earwigging.
It's basically what we've picked up on. It's incredibly natural. Yeah. I've not seen things like that before. Yeah. How did you get the water to go where you wanted it to go? Yeah. And obviously, like we said, you pick up on the fact it's rock choice. It's it's doing it over and over again.
How do you keep the water so clear?
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
again, we always
sustainable.
explain with the underground reservoir that water's in the dark most of the time. So again, we're not going to get the issues. We get a tiny bit of blanket weed end of season. That's about it. There's no iron gin running on this.
Yeah.
We have got one, but I don't think we've ever plugged it in.
Yeah.
So it does literally just look after itself.
Yeah.
The only issue we ever get, it's not really an issue, we get a family of ducks come down every day, which is lovely to see. They're the most mucky things in the world, as you know.
Build it and they come.
Yeah, exactly. But again, it's lovely to see, but trying to see 10 ducks trying to get into a bowl is quite impressive at the end of the day.
When I was here like 10 years ago with the previous owner, this wasn't a display here?
This was the pond. The pond was here.
Right.
That section, if I show you what we've done. I think the last time you were here, this was a raised fish display unit, breeze block.
With a fence?
With a fence there.
Yeah, and we walked round
this. It was practical, it worked, but again, it wasn't very shoppable. It was at, you know, chest height, so no kids could see in.
Yeah.
So we dropped the whole thing, cut the sump in two. So we have still got our reservoir under here, UV systems under there.
Yeah.
But again, we just wanted to open it all up.
And I remember you were having a conversation on Facebook or something. You were thinking about aquarium or glass window or something?
I think the plan, but again, like everything, it's time and money, is we're going to take this out and have a glass front on here, just so again it opens it up. Everybody sitting having tea and coffee can
watching the aquarium.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah, why not? I'd love to sit and have a cup of coffee and watch some fish.
Yeah.
So basically, it's end of season, so we're fairly low stocked at the moment, but we've got your classics in, so your goldfish, different sizes, shubs, sarasa comets, and then mixture of everything in there at the moment. Again, end of season. So there's koi, there's butterfly koi, there's rudd in there. What else have we got in there? Again, your larger sarasas and shubs. But yeah, I mean, peak season, this is absolutely rammed. We're getting weekly deliveries in and out, so that's retail as well as landscaping. Again, our plant area, we've opened up slightly. We are, I mean, again, it's fairly low stocks at the moment because it's end of season, but peak season we are known as you know, one of the best plant suppliers around.
I love the green wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plastic, is it?
It is.
It looks real natural.
Yeah. It's something we've always wanted to do, but again, in terms of maintenance, I couldn't put a real green wall up there. This works well, it gives the look we want against the cedar as well. It's just smart, I think.
And we've got an aquascape patio.
We have an aquascape patio pond.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, which again, the amount of people that walk straight through and they beeline straight for that.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a feature, so lovely. This year we've started doing pet products as well, so we do dog and cat treats. We've gone down the natural route, so we only do air-dried natural treats, so no raw hides or anything like that. Again, it's things like pick and mix we wanted to do. I was a bit sceptical to start with, but to be honest, it's one of our biggest sellers now. So it's pretty much everybody that comes in will grab a box and do a £3.50 pick and mix.
Yeah.
It's something good. And then the plan is next year, you can see the doorway through there is literally breakthrough, and that's it. We double our size straight away.
And I think, remember, it was aquariums in here?
We used to have tropical fish, so we used to do indoor tropical fish in here and then marine fish in there. We stuck at it for about 2 or 3 years. It just didn't.
So now it's really mainly focusing on the pond and pet, which is the name.
And landscaping.
Because it used to be called Fat Fish
Aquatic.
Yeah.
So again, we changed the name just because it was confusing. We thought aquatics most people associate with
aquariums,
pieces. Pond and pet, it says exactly what it is. You can't.
What it is.
Yeah.
So we've got a few pond products.
We don't build traditional ponds anymore, so that was a conscious decision we made a few years ago to follow the aquascape way and go the ecosystem ponds.
So why have you done that? I know the name's Natural Waterscapes.
Again, it's partly down to me, really. I just was bored. Like everybody says in the industry, you just get bored of building bare liner ponds,
Yeah.
koi ponds. I mean, I'd still appreciate a koi pond if I go out and it's a nice pond, but
Yeah.
again, the passion wasn't there.
Yeah.
And we had to change something, and that was the change we made.
Yeah, and it's more of a fish. You know, the way that I see it is, it's like it's a fish tank with a bare glass.
Yeah.
You know, minimal.
Yeah.
So that's a fish pool, and then you've got the aquascape aquarium, like a Dutch planted aquarium, and that's what we're building.
If I used to walk into somebody's garden, they had a nice koi pond, I would sit and stare at it for a few minutes and then walk away.
And appreciate the fish.
Yeah, but if it's an ecosystem pond, I'll sit there and I'll watch wildlife, or watch dragonflies, put my fingers in, I don't want my feet in.
Yeah.
It's interactive, and it's an enjoyable experience.
Enjoy the lifestyle.
Yeah,
Where we can have a beer.
where we can have a beer, definitely can have a beer.